Stretch. I recently read up a sad thing. Do you want to hear the sad thing?
Listen up, Zeptagrams.
No, welcome back for 6 months from your gift set from Jeffy. You guys wanna hear some? I recently found out that Coda quit streaming. Just like recently found that out. I'm like, whoa, what? Yeah, did you not know? Coda quit. Did y'all not know? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, it was kind of what's the word? Where is it? I'm pulling my YouTube. Did y'all not see? I just found this out, unironically. This. Did y'all not fucking see this? Yeah, she made a big announcement. Coda just quit streaming. Like, Coda quit streaming 3 weeks ago? I should keep up. I should keep up. I just found out. I didn't know. Man. A bummer, right? Also squats. Hold up, Millie. Up, ba, ba. Up, ba, ba. Yeah, it's more of a hiatus, I guess, but like, I don't know. It feels just like like it can easily turn into quitting. You know what I mean? It happens. It happens. I'm glad she's taking a break. Indefinite hiatuses are sus, dog. I don't know, man. She'll be around. But yeah. Is everyone quitting and graduating right now? It's like wild. Everyone's done with VTubing. Even little old me. No, I'm good. Bam. This tweet is 2 years old. Woo literally just fucking responded to this tweet from 2 fucking years ago. 2 fucking years. Woo, what the fuck? Woo, I swear to fucking God. Don't worry, graphic. I will be your comfy, I'll be your comfy art streamer. I'll be a comfy art streamer. I could comfily art. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? Shit. Where's my pen? Okay, I realized what happened. My board fell behind my my board fell behind my computer and I do not know how to get it out there. Shit. Okay. So Okay. Here, I will art for you guys. I will do you an art. Here is love. Oh, it's not showing. Here. Moe, Kyun. You want me to draw Mario? Sure. Hat. Got face. Got like a blocky body. Got like a leg here. He's got like an arm he jumps with. Here's a block. Here's a coin block. And here's his mustache. There you go, Mario. Also the M. It's a him. Mario. It's him. No, that's an M and it's hat. That's his like little. It's his little hat. It's his big nose. There you go. He got a little nose now. Okay, you want a Kirby? I'll draw you a Kirby. Here's a Kirby. Here's a round thing, and here's his big feet. Here's his face. Here's his boar mouth. Oh yo. What? It's a Kirby. It's Kirby and Mario. It's Super Smash Bros. His boar mouth, the thing that absorbs everything. Hello. I'm because Coda is not streaming. I think anymore. So I'll be your comfy art streamer. Look at it. You want Sonic? Here, I'll draw Sonic. First, here's him, and then here's his arms and his weirdly long legs, and got like blue hair all along his like body. Yeah, there you go. I'm going. I need to be quick. Need to get there quick. To get quick. Get quick. You are. You're not at my speed. Better move swiftly. I'm being your comfy art streamer. Don't bully me. I'm being your comfy little fucking art streamer. I am comfy right now. Be comfy. He's Sonic with his weird long legs. Okay? Gotta zoom. He likes nacho dogs. I need my pen. I need my drawing tablet, because this is how I draw normally if I don't have my little tablet thing. You know, he hangs out with he hangs out with for his friends, you know. Tails the Echidna and Miles Prowler, the puma. Just a straight up puma. It's not even like a puma person. It's just a full on actual attack cat. It's my friend. It's mauling you, Sonic. Help me. Help me. Oh God, it's got my eyes. I'm fine. I'm trying to be a comfy streamer. Ah, that's punishment. The puma is a trait. It's just there. It's not just Eggman. The other enemy is Egg Lord. His entire thing is just chucking eggs at you, and all of his weapons are just like modified eggs. Here's a little stinky bomb, and then he just gases the entire place, and everyone just starts choking, and then they die. Except the puma. The puma's natural ability is he's resistant to eggs. More squats. Okay, these squats are punishment, right? That's what I'm feeling. I feel they're punishment squats. I could be comfy. This is comfy. You're comfortable? Get comfy. That's not my fault if you can't be comfortable to my comfy stream. Okay, so today is tabletop RPGs. This doesn't feel tabletop RPG. This is close, right? Okay. Okay, so couple things. Tabletopers. Is he pissed on the moon? I don't think I am. I did 2, 4, 6. I did six squats. Okay, here's the thing. Lumen Games have a lot of potential. Okay, great opinion, Tabby. Okay, I'll do 2 more. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Lumen Games are really good. They're very simple. They're very quick.
Blue Thing, speeds by. Sonic the Porcupine. Faster than a regular porcupine. Sonic the porcupine.
I love it. Thank you, Kilma. Oh, and then a fortune. Did you do a fortune? Ah, fuck yeah. Okay. Okay, before I get to Lumen, I'll get to this point. The guy, I've tried to talk to the guy a couple times before.
Song.
Not the friendliest person I've dealt with. Like, he's not mean or anything, but very... I tried to talk, but they're very standoffish. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I'm a big fan of the work. My favorite is, I love their, it's Slayers. Slayers was freaking amazing. Guild RPGs. I truly believe, he has some designs that could, like, rival Grant Howard, but, like, where we're at right now, be friendlier, I guess, maybe. I like that at a certain angle, this little like halo, it looks more like sparkles instead of like an audio halo. Oh. The reversed rogue. Why do I get so many reversed cards? Because the deck was upside down. Well, I drew the reverse rogue anyways. Well, oops, we're shuffling the deck upside down. Well, you still got it, dude. The reverse rogue is liberation, breaking the shackles that bind your everyday challenges. To feel true freedom, you need to learn to break away from that what binds you. Also, fuck you, Sir Noble. Because, hey, look at this. I'm on 1080. I don't feel like I have any more space than I did before. This is 1080. This is 1080. This stream is 1080. 1080 30. Not 48. Not 60 FPS. This is 10 80 30. I feel like I have the same amount of space. I don't know what you were talking about. No one complained, but what's the difference of having 1080 and 720?
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast. Can I make things smaller? I don't know if I can. Can I? Can you see this quality? Can you see this in high quality? High definition? Hold on, let me see. I like the diceling being at that size, you hater. Let me see. This feels the exact fucking same. This feels the exact fucking same. This fucking bitch. Hey, don't yell at me, bitch. This fucking bitch. Hey, don't call me a bitch, bitch. Hey, don't call me a bitch. I'm not blurry. You're a hater. Hey, shut the fuck up. Hey, I'm not calling you a bitch. You're calling me a bitch. I cannot believe you're doing this right now. You're doing this right now in chat. Chat's right here. I need you to leave me alone. And just, you know what? Chill the fuck out. You are a mess. Anyways. This is 1080. I know, this stream's a little unhinged, just less about tabletop RPGs. And it needs to be more tabletop RPGs, but it's not. Okay, fine. Okay. So what do we do now? Today was supposed to talk about tabletop RPGs, but let's be honest, I had nothing in mind coming into the stream. You think my sub counter can be smaller? But what if I don't want it to be smaller? Isn't it fine? Should it be smaller? What do you guys think? Does that need to be smaller? Is it taking up too much space? Guys. You guys, the haterade is real-erade. I don't know, man. Okay. Also, it's like finally fitting in the right spot. It's like fitting like right above the chat box. And look at how big the chat box is. Hey, look, hey guys, look, you're on Twitch.tv. Everybody, say hi. Please don't say anything that'll get me banned. Like that link. You can post clips, but it doesn't take clips if you're not subbed. It doesn't take links if you're not subbed. Let me see. This feels the exact fucking same. This feels the exact fucking same. This fucking bitch. Hey, don't yell at me, bitch. Fucking bitch. Thank you very much for that. You're on TV, everybody. Yeah, look at that nice little high. Who's that streamer? Where's that emote from, Neko? That little streamer emote. I remember them like it was a dream. I know the answer, come on. It's from you. Ah, from you, yes. Is it kind of weird that, like... I guess it makes sense why, like, there's streamers that you can't use your own stream emotes on, like, other people's streams. That makes sense. You need a sub. My brain is non-tabletop RPGs right now. I wish it was, but it isn't. It's kind of like, hey, Seka, what the fuck is that? Hey, what? Look, it's covered by the thing. Oopsie poopsies. Yu-Gi-Oh? I could do Yu-Gi-Oh. Follower remotes can be used on other channels because it's like, hey, these are free. They want to force you to pay. Yeah, like, I just don't feel the motivation right now. I feel I should be like, I don't know. I don't know if there even is a hot take on Twitter right now. Hold on, let's look. Hold up. ttrpg. Oh yeah, this thing. Wait, what? Wait, hold on. This is funny as shit. So this is a person from Tabletop RPG World, right? This Unbox Serial, I like following, they're pretty cool. This person is a tabletop RPG person, linked by media literacy thing. Do you know what this tweet right here links to? Do you know? Do you know? This is the funny thing. This isn't drama. This is funny. This tweet is linked to DSP being compared to Amelia Watson concerning the Tears of the Kingdom. There it is. It's because recently there was this whole thing about like, should you be interacting with the medium properly? And it's weird to me that somehow VTubers still somehow got connected to tabletop RPGs. Yeah, the tweet's trending, I get that, but also it's so funny to me that like that I'm at that the intersection of where I live is something that people are experiencing. That is funny. Did everyone else see this tweet? Everyone should have seen this tweet.
That's a lot of balls. What are we doing with these balls?
Gonna scoop them?
Can we grab them? Yes, we can.
Are we making like a...
There's... Huh?
Like a excavator?
A lot of people should have seen this already. It's trending hard.
All the balls in here or something? Once again, I'm just supposed to magically know what we're doing, even though the game...
I looked up more DSP stuff, and no offense to him, but I don't know why he's playing a puzzle game. I don't know why he'd play a puzzle game. I don't know why he'd play any of those kind of games.
The game has absolutely no
He did play
explanation
Hunter
for
once.
I see.
It just feels...
I can't grab the platform.
Is it hilariously bad at the game, or just bad? Is it hilariously bad?
Right? If I put
like,
all the balls in here, does it weigh it down enough that opens the door?
If you're bitching about it the entire time, is that funny bad or just bad?
Right? What is the puzzle here? Why do we even need this thing?
Yeah.
Look how cute she is.
For the record, I have no idea if this is what we're supposed to be doing.
I guess all of them need to be in there, maybe?
Yeah. I don't want to say hilariously
I'm gonna put all of
bad.
them in there anyways. You probably just grab them.
He's wondering why he's wondering here why the weight isn't working. He's clearly weighted. However, because of the middle balls at the very end there, it's not fully compressing all the weight into the plate. So he's gonna complain that it's like, oh, it randomly solves itself
Is there
later.
even a point
No,
to
the weight
this, like,
finally
besides
settled
weight?
bottom.
Right? I don't know.
That would be lame. That's not the point.
The weight's finally settling on the bottom.
What?
Is he playing that up? Because people. I'm mute. I'm not gonna look at that. Is it playing up because I'm asking like this? It just like I think people are just like it's not even playing it up. It's just that. No. Now he's just like that. There's playing a character and there's being that. For me, like playing up a character is like, you know, being more violent than usual, but also at the same time, am I just violent now? Who knows? They say you wear the skin that makes it or something. The idea that by playing up a character or acting the way or just acting a certain way makes you the thing. You become the mask. Yeah, just that. Not a skin stealer, but it's the same kind of vibe. If you pretend to be a thing long enough, you become the thing. Maybe he was playing up a character early on being in bad games, but at some point, you just become, hey, I never failed to solve a puzzle. I solved all those puzzles. It takes a fucking while, but it's a bit of a struggle, but I've solved every one of those latent puzzles. I'm a latent god. YouTubers do it? Yeah. I don't complain the games are hard, is it? Do I do that? Shit. Nah, Flatland, I get you. I get you, dog. I get you. I don't read. There was a, hold on. There was a clip earlier. Off of me, I think. Boop-a-doop. Boop-a-boop. I think. Boop-a-boop. Boop-boop. Boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop-boop. Not that one. Not that one. This one. I don't pay attention to nothing. Screw you, sir. Wait, what? I had no idea how to climb that thing because I didn't read the fucking pop-up. Eagle Raptor is fine, but like nowadays he's just the guy. He played up those kind of traits earlier, but I don't think he does that anymore. Not gonna lie, I don't even see stuff he does anymore. Big man child and an asshole. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Don't be a dick. Be good to you. Be good to others. And you know what? Maybe I will make this dice thing a little smaller. Because I can fit you right here in this little pocket. Look at that. That's you guys. Look at that. I put you guys on the wall. I put you guys framed up on the wall. Look at that. Up there. The little diceling is you guys. Welcome, my little diceling. Oh, God. That's a little cringe to say, but it's fine. It's fine. It's a little soft. I might be cringe, but I am free. Free to do whatever I want and need. Firebringer Axel, thanks for the follow. How you doing? Of course they tweeted me. It's a great meme graphic. Great. They supposed to be tabletop RPGs, but I just don't know what to talk about nowadays. Okay, can I talk about one thing? I got one thing. I got one thing to share. Not that. Who the fuck is paying $70 fucking dollars for this. This is $70. This is 70 fucking US dollars. Can you afford 70 US dollars for a shitty ass sleeve? It's a nice sleeve. It is a nice sleeve, but I don't need that. Yeah, retro dice. As if dice wasn't the oldest thing in the planet. As if dice wasn't made by the bones of the gods. God damn. This is a $70 retro dice set where it's just a full set of dice. Is this a full set of dice? It's a full set of dice, but it's in like a VHS cassette case thing. I don't know, it might be cardboard. Congratulations. $70? This is not worth 70. No offense to Ben Road Caliber. No offense to 1985 games. This is not worth 70 bucks. Cardboard and P-foam. $70? You are buying $10 of dice, $60 in nostalgia. How is anyone buying this much? How is anyone spending this? Who has the fucking 70 bucks to spend 60 bucks on nostalgia? Yeah, there's also, I don't know, man. It's just, tabletop RPG people have like, there's this weird split between tabletop RPG people, between those that have literally no money and play tabletop RPGs because you could just do that ad infinitum, and two, the people that have too much money spending on bullshit like this. Legitimately, I don't get it. There's this weird divide. I'm gonna just do this. Hold on, I'm gonna copy this picture. I'm gonna tweet this. Of RPG player. Super poor. Play TRPGs because you can kind of. As long as you have. Was that part ad infinitum? That's a metal band. I guess it's fine. Ad infinitum, as long as you have imagination. And there's people spending $1,000. Things like this. The dice. Dice or dice. Dice or dice. Dice or dice. Literally just buying nostalgia. Me? No, I'm super cheap. What are you talking about? I don't buy like really expensive. I don't buy super expensive stuff like this. I buy like, I mostly just play tabletop RPGs. Just like, yeah, they're cheap and free. I have more TRPG stuff than God, but most of that was free. A lot of it is free. I got the 3.5
Speaking of overpriced luxuries coveted by nerds, any news on D-merch?
Next week, Millie. Next Tuesday, there will be an announcement. Don't worry about it. Next Tuesday. Shh. First. Or and gay. I have a lot of money. Also, had good had good rep. Like thirsty sword lesbians. Being gay does fuel being poor just a little bit because it's a little harder. It's a little harder to get a job when you're very openly gay. Like unironically. Not bueno. I had like aggressively prideful clothes a long while ago, and that does not help you get jobs. To get into, say, government jobs, you have to look very, I want to say conservative, but the answer I'm saying is straight. Jobs. Yeah, it does suck. Oh yeah, because I'm also Asian. But also I'm not the kind of Asian that's like socially coveted. I don't like Japanese, Korean, Chinese are like, wow, these are the pretty Asians. And if you're like Filipino, Taiwanese, Indonesian, people are like, oh, you're brown. Well, where's the Asian I know of? I'm like, we're also Asian. Really? I'm like, yes, we are. The field I used to say was very male-dominated electrician, which is really awkward. Yeah. Being a librarian is nice because you can be queer in the library. That's nice. I am not a model minority, exactly. Okay, so here's the weird intersection of my cultures. Can I talk about this real quick? I'm Chinese and Filipino. Okay, there's a little bit of both here going on. So when you're, why is my hands fucking up right now? Okay, hold up. Hand stuck. Okay. So. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, hands. Come on, hands. Hand tracking, come on. Come on, buddy. Give me my hand tracking. Come here. There you go. So, I'm Filipino Chinese, which is really weird because in Hong Kong, if you are Filipino, you are often considered second class, lesser class, because people in Hong Kong tend to have like Filipino nannies, care workers, things like that. So we are often considered like a secondary like class citizen. And so I have met Chinese people that like have showed that kind of superiority towards me, and that sucks. It's kind of fucking weird. It's kind of fucking weird. It's kind of fucking weird when you meet somebody and they immediately think, oh, this person's like dirty. That is a thing. That is the thing I've experienced. I have dated one Chinese woman in my life, and oh boy, the things she would say. The things she would say. Yeah, not racism, but it's not even the same society. Racism in a different culture? What? I thought only Americans had that. But yeah, no, Filipino people are often considered second class to like some other places because there are a lot of nurses and care aides. I don't know fucking why. I don't know why it's so common with Filipino culture. Like, oh, just be a nurse. Don't be a doctor. Be a nurse. I'm like, why won't you let me soar for my dreams? Not that I wanted to be a doctor, but why nurse? I'm like, oh yeah, it's really easy. What? No, it's not. You were like helping people get drugs and shit. It's like, it's not. I don't fucking know why, but why not doctor? I don't get it. It's like the version of like Asian like high society, high expectations, but like middle expectations. There's like this glass ceiling between Filipino and be like, oh, the best you can be is a nurse. I'm like, what the fuck? No matter what you do, just go be a nurse. And I'm like, if there's such a strong cultural push to be that. My mom was telling me just fucking yesterday. My mom was telling me I should get a real job like being a nurse. You like is your online thing even a real job? I'm like, I often treat it like a hobby, even though it pays me. But she was just like, you should get a real job. Go be a nurse. Go be a government worker. I'm like, thanks, Mom. That's what I need to hear right now. Thank you. Whew. Man, this fucking... The UK has immigration program for people wanting to get into nursing. I guess. Why not a full? I guess. I mean, that's just life. That is just life. Okay, I recently increased the body rotation on my model, and I realized that the higher body rotations kind of lead you to see my tail more often. Look at this little wiggly tail. Different kinds of Oriental people, not too much different than you are. I know you feel because you're shooting your same stupid problem. My tail. Older generation Asian. She's not even like that much older than me. She's like, I had her when I was like, no, I have some neck. Oh, fam, you want to see my neck rotation? Part of the stiffness. Nurse D, it hurts. Ew, why does it look like that? What? Your face, your charts, just uggo. Oh man, sad. Also, I think I would like. I'm wondering if I have a problem if I was a nurse. Here's the thing. I'm very gay. And that's not necessarily a problem, but like when I say like very gay, I mean like, whew, like what if I see like this hot lady? I'm like, oh wow, gosh. I'm like, what's wrong with me, nurse? I'm like, whoa, you're smoking is what? Wait, where? Oh no, sorry. Just what's your skin routine, girl? What is your skin's routine? I'm not a virgin. I keep telling everyone I'm not a virgin. I've had girlfriends. There's hardware plus, right? I have to deal with people, but also sometimes they're hot. Oops. I want to be a bartender, but I don't do well in like stressful situations. Yes, I am D, sex haver Vignette. I have sex. Had sex. For 2020. And it's been 3 years. 2020, no, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. That's 4 years. Oh my gosh. 2020, 2021, 2022. Wait, 20. And it's not like I had any the early 20s, 2019. Oh, it's in 2019, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023. 5 years? Because I didn't have any in 2020 because everyone was sick in 2020. So I did have it in 2019. So since 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, it's 2023 now. That was kind of devastating emotionally. That was emotionally devastating. A little bit. That was painful, guys. Oh boy. I've had sex. I've had it. I had in the past.
Dee hasn't had sex since she became a VTuber. Coincidence? I think not.
Can I blame VTubing for this? I don't go outside anymore. I don't go hit up people. I don't go to gay bars. Well, I haven't gone to gay. I've never gone to a gay. I got to a gay bar one time. That's a lot of pressure. Gay bars are a lot of pressure. It's like camping is not where you go to fuck. Okay. All right. Here's the thing. So at camp, I didn't get some, but a friend of mine, I'm pretty sure they got some. Like 90% sure they got some. I'm pretty sure. Because they didn't come back to, like, we were sharing a tent, and they didn't come back to, like, 2 a.m. Crazy. Yeah, right? Right? Yeah, I didn't, but I'm pretty sure someone got some. Don't blame me too, and blame the fact Mario went missing, no one found him yet. Oh my god. Yeah, so no, camping is not for sex, I think. LARPing, do you think LARPing is like sex having, like, is like sex having behavior? No. Do you think I'm going out there getting someone I LARP? God fuck no. Actually, okay, here's a funny thing. Okay. So,
Horror movies have taught me otherwise.
That's fair. People do kind of fuck there. Okay, hold on. Okay, so I was actually, okay, so my friend, they do a lot of, like, dirty, like, RP stuff on the internet, and they were telling me about this wild thing that they read, like, a couple months ago. Do you guys want to hear it? Do you guys want to fucking hear it? It's not wild, but it's also, like, demanding and a little crazy. Okay, so here's this thing. Let me tell you the story. Let me tell you this fucking story. Okay, so my friend, she likes ERPing on, like, online sites. There was one guy that was posting his, like a prompt or a request or something. And so it was 8 paragraphs, 8 long paragraphs of a request. The request was for one person to play 4 or 5 women Well, they get to play the GM. He was role-playing as the GM running a full tabletop RPG D&D campaign. One person to play 4 women that after the role-playing of their characters in D&D, they would then ERP the 4 women role-playing those characters all in some kind of weird like harem for him. It wasn't me. It's a meta as fuck. It was, yeah, if you were role-playing one person role-playing somebody else, that's a level. But he wanted 4 to 5 women. Like, he wanted one person to play 4 to 5 women playing 5 characters. And then after the tabletop RPG adventure would all then get on his dick. It was not a porn video. It was specifically a written request prompt. I saw it. It's fucking insane. Sorry. Hi, I'm telling a weird tabletop RPG story, I guess. Yeah, he wanted that. He was asking for an ERP party that would RP 4 women, RPing 4 other people. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, if you were like to RP, if you wanted 4 other people to RP 4 pay people, role-playing 4 characters, sure, okay. But one person playing 8 roles? Are you fucking nuts? You want a dice sound? What do I get for making a dice sound? Where is my dice? Shit, where's my dice? Where the fuck is my dice? Hold on. Actually, hold on. Give me a moment. I need to go find my dice. What the fuck? I take it camping? Okay, got it. Then it was in my camping bag at the very bottom. Why did I bring? Why
Let's
did
be
I bring
honest.
my dice to
How
camp?
much shit did you lose in the woods because you were scared of the storm?
I think nothing. I'm very like protective of my shit. A lot of people lost a lot of stuff though. Someone lost a sleeping bag, someone lost like a bunch of food, someone lost a water jug. I lost my cheese string. That's what pissed me off. I got my dice. It was the bottom of my camping bag. If it's NSFW, the only place to post that is tier 2, Dark Channel, but I don't know if you have that, Tabby. String? I didn't say G string. I say G string? My cheese string! Cheese string! Not G string. Cheese string. I bought like a 16 pack and I ate those. It was delicious. Well, I didn't eat all of them. There was like 9 of them, but like the rest got stuck in a camping chair. That really made me sad. String cheese, cheese string, not G string, cheese string. I meant to say cheese string. Okay, here, let's be honest. G string is stupid. G strings are stupid as fuck. They're super dumb, and they're not comfortable. They're not comfortable.
Listen up, Zeptograms.
Trying to brainstorm a new game, something I was taking my fancy bill. See how I think. Ayo.
D being frisky with bears in the forest and losing her G string.
Cheese string. I really okay. thankfully my stream is rowdy but not horny. So like if I was any other VTuber, I'd be like worried that someone's gonna like draw me wearing like a cheese string, dancing, like stripping for a bear in the woods. But like, why'd that come to mind? A G-string made out of cheese. No one's gonna do it, that's insane. Time and place express it. You are meme lords, you are shit lords, you're rowdy as fuck, but I don't think you're that horny. Thank you for the suburban dragon. I just... little science. We don't have... I don't have that many artists willing to do meme.
Do not
meme shit.
underestimate our power.
There's not a lot of artists here. There's a handful, and they're all very cool and important because, you know, they don't shitpost. They don't shitpost sex. I did know a long time ago. I used to a long time I used to know people that shitposted sex. I knew this one girl. She was it? CHII? She shitposted sex like nothing. She once had like someone, what was it? Fry scrambled eggs. She had scrambled eggs and she had a person stuff that in her. I'm like, whoa. But why? What does that do for you? What does that possibly do for you? And she's like, I thought it was kind of funny. Yeah, no, she was wild. But good times, good times.
Can't believe D is secretly the protagonist of Bear, the erotica written by Marian Engel.
Right next to me, I have My Boyfriend is a Bear. It was like that story that I have, that Boyfriend is a Bear comic. It's fucking good. I got it signed. I got it signed by the author. Fucking good. I have this signed by the author. It's good. It's a good one. I'm not a bear fucker. Just... I have this book. Do I have her number? She and I kind of fell out of contact. I think she got together with one of my exes. No, wait, no, she didn't. She hangs out with my ex. They were also a shit poster. Okay. So, my ex, what she used to do, she used to hang out with Chi, and like, she had this slingshot, right? She had this slingshot she had like a lot of fun with, because she would use Swedish Fish. Do you know Swedish Fish, the candy? Like, hold up. They're shaped like fish. So she used to use these as slingshot ammo to hit Chi with, because again, she was wild and she would leave fish-shaped bruises on her. Fucking crazy. They're stiff. You judge tabletop RPG competitions, they don't call you a judge. You sell LARP cup, they don't call you a fighter. You fuck one bear. Yeah, no. But yeah, imagine these being like shot at you through a slingshot. Fucking nutty. Absolutely insane. I was a bit of a shit poster. And like, I live in a very, I used to work for a sex store too. There was a lot of like, I was chill with kind of like anything people like wanted to like fucking do, as long as it was weird. Is that a moth in my keyboard? Ew. gone. Used to be. I got chilled out. I haven't had sex in like 5 years. I'm a shit poster, but now I'm not like a lewd shit poster. I'm just like a regular shit poster. Yeah, there's just a dead moth on my keyboard. Kind of crazy. I've had a very colorful life. Very colorful life. Crazy. I have a million crazy stories that I try not to share them all, but like, yeah. It happened. Try to regrow her wizardry. You are, yeah, this is retired, D. This is a retired, I am retired from my, like, bullshit. My life isn't over yet, and, like, I could have more bullshit, but then I'd have to be the kind of person I was 5 years ago. I am a version of me that has calmed down from being fucking insane. And, like, I love talking about my stories of, like, when I was more insane. Like, yeah. Would you guys still like me if you heard even, I don't even know if you guys would like me if you heard of half of the stories I had. If you even heard half of the stories I could tell you. Here's hoping. I can't promise you would. You would like me more if I told you some of my crazier stories? No. No. I sound like your dad. Is your dad a cute anime girl? Yeah, cute? No? Okay. And you're more or not less sane than you used to be. No, my sanity level is still kind of the same, but my inhibition level is like up. Oh, is it something very unethical? What if you did something unethical on purpose? Like, what if you did something unethical, but they wanted you to do something unethical? Like... Okay, how about this? If we can hit that 150, if we hit that 150 subs right there, because not gonna lie, subs are a little down right now lately. If we can hit that, I will tell a story involving a girl and a gun and a convention full of perverts. How about that? Is that fair? Girl, a gun, and a convention full of perverts. Trust me, it's not like a murder story, but it's really dark. It's a dark story. It was I did, but I didn't tell it on stream, Obsessed. I think you probably heard it like off stream. I haven't told it on stream yet. It's one of my more insane stories. It was not a rainforest. It was not a mass shooting, I swear to God. It's a pervy story. It's a little dark. It's really dark, but it's pervy. It wasn't a reverse. What the fuck is a reverse mass shooting? Like, a lot of people trying to shoot one person? That's like a manhunt, isn't it? I will tell the story if we can hit 150 subs. Yeah. If we can hit one video, I'll tell it on live on stream. For the internet and everything. What happens? Until then, let's look at tabletop RPG videos. Let's look at tabletop RPG videos.
It's 4 a.m. Hiveside, and those lucky enough not to be on the streets have their murder visions all tuned into
Hi, Ira,
Hallelujah
lots of
Jack.
love.
But me,
Septograms.
my
Thank you for the
friends,
gift sub, Millie.
no, we're what's known as Scotty Sprinters. We're not in our sleep cubes. And we don't know it yet. But we're about to die. A sludge clopper never chirps a bubble. Or at least that's what I'd murmur if these Keebly scruffed a skimple a sun in their ivies.
Yes! I can't wait to show the fucking group! It says it's got a comm rate.
I love the idea that this guy just has like a goblin van. Or a gnome van. A gnome van.
It says it's got a comm rating of 6. I do it. Well, you got to roll.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do. You can't just fucking hack something without, like, you got to roll dice.
What do I roll?
Computers.
Computing?
Computers.
There's 3 numbers next to
Computers.
computing.
Just give me a sec.
I noticed Bam Bam was suspiciously calm. Chisel freaks.
All right.
Scorn grummed those chisel freaks forth through first casing spun globe side. And I wasn't surprised.
Motherfucker, where is it?
This time they'd blow up with the wrong Fragitar.
Why the fuck would they put it in the back? It's not even the same section as...
I grabbed my toaster and clept into the blob tricks.
No. Okay, so the first 2 numbers are your fix.
Have you seen how much slang there is for cyberpunk? Have you seen the amount of street slang? Here it is. I actually took some time trying to learn this. There's too fucking much. 2020 hindsight, AI, alien, AV, beaver. What the fuck is a beaver? It's a derogatory term for suburbanites from corporate-controlled neighborhoods. From 1950 series, Leave It to Beaver. Choom, you know Choom, everyone knows Choom. Chippin', Chew-Two, Chop, Chumba, Chumbata, Chunking, Chrome, Conapt, fucking a Delta, let's Delta everyone. Dragas, Edge Runners, Exotics, these fucking furries, Gaijins, Ganix, Flatlines, Fodders, The Face, Geary, Gomi, Hard, Hexed, High Runner, Hydro, Infobro, Joy Toy, Kibble, Calep, Lawman, Meatspace, Metalhead, Mr. Who, Netrun, Nah, question mark, Nah, Night Market, Organikaya, Porky, Poser Gang, Proles, Puppets, Rabbids, Ripperdocs, Rocker Girls, Sardines, Sandies, Scop, Scroll, fucking Stuffits, Svolux, Synthcoke, Time of the Red, Tip, Street, Throwback, Yano, Vidiot, Zombie, BSPs. So many. There's more. There's so much more. Did you just say Latino, Riddle? Latino is not slang. Latino is not slang. Latino is not slang. They call them Tinos. Hear about that? Wild.
And break, but the third number is your Fragitar
quotient,
which is the maximum rating your Fragitar can have. So if you club into the blob tricks, you can use a D20 with your Fragitar instead of D6 pools, and you add your Fragitar's rating versus the comm rating.
Then I literally cannot not hack it.
Well, you have to roll in case of a glitch anyway, so...
Scrubbles clubs his primary Fragita Hydraulis into the Blobtrix. Hydraulis uses Dub to bring his Fragita rating
Dub?
from 4 to 8, minus the console's com rating of 6. So I roll a d20 and I need to get more than a -2. Now, my Blob deck has a Fragita Wungus Bobule, which negates glitches, which means I don't need to roll at all.
It says here that the console has an anti-wungus bobule, so just in case of a glitch, you still have to roll.
That's not real.
Anti-wungus.
Did you read the adventure?
I didn't see anywhere in the rules that said I couldn't read it. I knew it. If you look closely at my character sheet, you will note that I will not have to roll a single die the entire evening, because this game was designed by a failed novelist who has tricked you into reading his microfiction.
No, look, there's some cool mechanics in here, like the...
Cyberpunk was just microfiction. You have been tricked and deceived, lied to. What the fuck was Netrunner even, you know? Get your blub and your wub and grub on out of here, you fucking blob. What did I just say?
What's going on, everybody? Mortem here, this time bringing you a discussion-oriented video around TRPGs and how I would like to see the combat systems involved in those games start to evolve into various new...
What game is this? Is this... Do you know what this game is? Showgunners? What the fuck is Showgunners? Oh. That's... They know it's trying to be Shadowrun, but like, what, $40? Man, you can't get anything nowadays. Can't get anything nowadays. Yeah, it's just Shadowrun. Look like Shadowrun. Hi Silver, how you doing?
Killed my family. You think you're safe where you are? You think this little game of yours is over?
I don't mind this direction, not gonna lie. Not bad. Kinda like XCOM, but Shadowrun. I don't even play Shadowrun though. Yeah, but Cyberpunk shot is like Hunger Games. It's Hunger Games, but Cyberpunk, and that's kind of okay, isn't it?
I'm not walking away from this.
Oh, if the character's not customizable, I don't give a shit.
Directions. So to kick this video off, I'd like to clarify for the people who don't watch my channel regularly, TRPGs are one of my favorite genres. They include games like XCOM, probably being the easiest and most widespread example, but also other titles like, say, Tactics Ogre, Troubleshooter, and just to name a few from last year alone.
They're not saying TRPG as tabletop RPG, they're saying tactical RPG. You know what, guys? I think I've been doing this for 3 years, right? I think it's time to change what I do. I think it's finally time to give up and say TTRPG instead of TRPG. I think it's finally time to just give up and say TTRPG. Time. TTRPG. TTRPG. I'll just say TTRPG, and that people will be like, TTRPG? Yeah, that's what I said, TTRPG. You know, I will happily say TTRPG now. And people will be like, TTRPG. Yeah, TTRPG. TT. Titty. TT. Titty. You know what? This is something I can do. This is something I can be comfortable with. I will just start saying titty RPG, and people will be Okay, yeah, you know what, I'm willing to do this now. You know what, I'm gonna still get. Unbelievable. This is a very verbal joke. This is a very verbal, so I think this gets lost. It's a very verbal joke.
Alone, we have things like Triangle Strategy, Warhammer 40k, Chaos Gate, Demon Hunters, Lost Eidolons, and the list goes on and on. It's a relatively, I would say, prolific genre in the sense that we can get a lot of these games relatively quickly, and one of the reasons I enjoy them so much is that they tend to focus more on the gameplay and combat systems at play in one of my other favorite genres, which is CRPGs. These games typically employ very similar combat systems with a little more emphasis on typically their tabletop counterparts alongside a more broad narrative.
I wanted to see it too, but I know that there's some people here that are probably like scared of bees, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just not show it.
An emphasis on its characters as well. But both CRPGs and TRPGs share very similar combat, so it's usually not much of a surprise that I enjoy them so much. But for as much as I enjoy many of these titles, I have noticed lately that the combat systems at play in particular have gotten to be very formulaic. They usually use one of two systems, both of which are very similar to each other, to a point where if you've played one, chances are you'd be familiar with many others, let alone the amount I've played and reviewed on this channel. And I've noticed more and more that I'm talking about TRPG combat in much the same way that I think about open world games these days. That is to say, in the terms of very formulaic approaches. If I were to simply mention an Ubisoft open world to you, you would almost instantly know what I was talking about. And that exact feeling is how I'm beginning to feel about TRPG combat systems, in that they often don't have much in the way of unique things to offer, which has naturally got me thinking about why that is and where we might see it go from here. But in order to talk about...
This isn't tabletop RPGs, but I'm very interested in this now because I do also like tactical RPGs. I do like these. I don't like XCOM, but I like these kinds of RPGs as well.
But those things, we first have to have a base understanding of the combat systems at play to begin with, and for the most part that involves, like I said, one of two systems. Both of which are generally turn-based, real-time with pause TRPGs are incredibly rare. There's a few of them, but they're few and far between. And we'll circle back to that in a bit. But the main thing here is that these games typically utilize either a move and action system or a 2 action point system. A move and action point system is exactly what you think. Your character can move a set amount, usually based on some arbitrary amount of movement granted to them, and then they can take one of several actions. The 2-point action point system is a very similar concept with a small tweak that was popularized by the XCOM.
If you like tabletop RPGs, but you kind of want to command an army instead, these are really nice. I think a tabletop RPG is really nice when you just want to feel like a single character in this kind of environment. That's what I like. Just being yourself, not like commanding a fucking army. There's like a lot of stress in commanding an army. It asks a lot of you.
XCOM series. Most games with this system are referred to as XCOM likes, but the gist of it is that instead of specifically having to move or take an action, or both, you have 2 action points that you can either use to do 2 rounds of movement, or move and then take another action, or potentially even do something that only takes 1 action point. The catch here is that attacking will typically end your turn regardless of whether or not you've moved, etc. Now, both of these systems ultimately come down to maximizing what you are able to do in a given turn, which will usually...
It's important to also always consider the tabletop RPGs are kind of like the base of all tactical video games, unironically, most, Fire Emblem and Dragon Quest was inspired heavily by Dungeons and Dragons. That is not a thing that I'm that I can understate. Dungeons and Dragons and tabletop RPGs came before Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy, and so are inspired by it. Still looks like the same fucking thing. I'd actually prefer those stencil.
Come down to things like
Because
using
reuse.
items before you make your action, making sure you move your character before you...
In a way, when you play a tactical RPG, you are playing someone's interpretation of what a tabletop RPG adventure would look like for them.
attack, pretty obvious stuff for the most part, I would say. Now, at a higher level of gameplay, what this typically comes down to is absolutely maximizing the amount of action points you get, using things like various skills that will allow you to take an action and then potentially take another action as a follow-up. And while that might vary game to game, that principle does carry over.
There is nothing better in a tactical RPG than an extra turn. You see something that gives you an extra turn, you specialize for it. Period. Defenses, attacks, nothing matters more than action economy. Period. Because action economy gives you more actions to do other things, even if it's not as good. I would rather have an action and a defense action at 50% than a 100% defense action almost every time.
For instance, in Chaos Gate Demon Hunters, AP stacking is a big part of how you approach the late game, whereas in the much more recent Miasma Chronicles, just a few days old, simply sees action points refunded upon critical hits. And due to that very common thread, we see the rise of what feels like a very formulaic approach.
Exactly
now, why is that? Frankly, I think the reason that is the case here is likely the reason it is the case for Ubisoft open worlds. Simply put, if it's not broke, don't fix it, as they say. Which, in other terms, simply means that the system works. People enjoy those systems, which means it's a safe bet. But the problem with safe bets is that safe bets do not drive innovation. They do not change anything. And while pretty much every game I've mentioned on this list and shown off I've enjoyed to some degree, I do think that starts to get a little old when it's basically every system we've seen for the last 20 years. Which, for me, I would say pretty much sums up why I would like to see them change or evolve into new and different directions. So what might some of those directions look like? Well, the game that actually got me thinking about this, because I was recently playing its admittedly very terrible DLC, is bizarrely enough Marvel's Midnight Suns, a game I was not expecting to like, but actually had combat that I found particularly engaging. Everything outside the combat, honestly not for me really. There's this whole friendship simulator aspect of it. There is the fact that I just don't really care that much for Marvel. I know, blasphemy in some circles, but it's just not my thing. So because of those reasons and the card mechanics that play in the combat itself, I went into that not really expecting to like it. But what I found was the rather simple switch up on the combat itself in regards to how it handled those tactical battles was enough to make it interesting to me in a way that reminded me that, hey, new things are possible. Now, since its launch, Marvel's Midnight Suns, which I officially gave a buy on sale, by the way, went on to put out some truly terrible DLC. So in case you are wondering, my official stance on that DLC is don't. Now, the truly, I would say almost humorous thing about Marvel's Midnight Suns being the game to sort of get me into this line of thinking is that it is made by Firaxis, which, for those unaware, are the people responsible for the reboot of the XCOM series that is so exceptionally popular in this space. And just for those completely unaware, the original XCOM series ran from 1994 to 2001. And while the biggest entries in that series were strategy games, it did encompass some other genres as well. Whereas now, when you hear XCOM, what you're probably referring to is the second XCOM series, which is a sort of reboot reimagining of it that started in 2012 with XCOM.
I think I'm addicted to tabletop RPGs primarily because, like, I want to emulate having to deal with people. I think very secretly, even though a lot of tabletop RPG people are like introverted and like nervous and scared all the time, I think it wants to emulate dealing with other people, not just at the table, but also in character. I don't want to control every unit. I don't want to control 5 units. What I want to do is have a unit conflict with other units, being, hey, why didn't you fire off that firebolt like I needed you to? Being like, I didn't have the points. I need to do something else. And people having different priorities. People are social. Even when you're trying to be an introvert, I think it's just more satisfying to deal with people, even if in a negative manner, than being by yourself. Does that make sense? Yeah. Yeah. That's the point.
Enemy unknown. That one is from Firaxis and where they started. However, Firaxis was formed from some of the people that worked at Microprose, which was the main developer of the previous XCOM titles. So the fact that they were the ones to work on Marvel's Midnight Suns, which is, again, the one that kind of led me to this line of thinking, is very funny to me. About Midnight Suns specifically, it does a few different things. Obviously, it focuses on this card mechanic system, which sees us not worrying about things like chance to hit, the actual placement of our enemies on the battlefield outside of exploding things. And while our character's place on the battlefield is important, it's not as hyper-specific as it is in other TRPGs, for instance. But what shocked me about this was really just how much of a refreshing change of pace the combat was here, because rather than worry about the typical things that a TRPG brings, all you really worry about is taking your card mechanics and playing those in as advantageous a position.
I'm itchy. I'm having difficulty focusing because it's like I have to put all my effort in being like, don't be itchy. Stop itching. Stop. Don't scratch that. But when I scratch it, it feels so good. It's like, I don't know if you guys know this, but so I went camping last weekend. I think I counted more than 15, maybe 15 bug bites. I'm wearing pants, and that's what's making it so hard to scratch, because I'm like trying to scratch it, but then my pants are getting in the way. I'm like, do I just take off these pants? I don't want to be naked for stream. So itchy. It's just so fucking it. I'm so itchy. Ugh. I'm trying to not think about it.
Position as you can to do the typical thing where you simply maximize the amount of moves you have. But just that small change was enough to make it much more interesting than that game honestly probably had any right to be. And for those reasons, it managed to win me over. Now, the other avenue I think these games could eventually evolve to take is actually the real-time with pause route, as I mentioned earlier. Now, sometime last year, we saw the release of a game called the Diofield Chronicle. And while I won't sit here and pretend this game is amazing, though it has gotten some updates since I reviewed it last, the Diofield Chronicle is a real-time with pause TRPG, which, as I've mentioned, is fairly rare. And while I don't think the system at play in this game is perfect, what I do commend it for, and what I mentioned in my review of it, is that the ideas at play here were solid. They were onto something, and with some tweaks, I think they could make it work. Diofield's main problem, though, is that the base game is just simply too easy. There just wasn't a lot of tactics or strategy involved because the game just wasn't that hard. More often than not, just a pure hack and slash approach would probably do it. Because believe it or not, the combat footage of that game that I'm showing in the background of me just one-shotting everything is on hard mode, and I'm not really doing anything special. That said, they did put out a recent update that added more difficulty to the game well after release though, so I doubt many people are going to see that. But nonetheless, broadly speaking, this game used a sort of skill point system where our various abilities would cost points, while also in addition to them having a cooldown. So while it was possible to sort of spam abilities, you did have to be a little bit careful with how you were using said abilities so as not to run out of your ability points at an inopportune time. But again, as I said, this system was not perfect, but it was onto something. So when it comes to examples of where I think TRPGs could take that space and sort of innovate a little bit, I think there are options. But my point is, just about anything would be more interesting than yet another game.
What game is this? Is this Diofield Chronicles? Because this looks good. This looks fucking good.
With the same systems I've seen repeated across dozens of games, which, to be fair, are still good games. The fact that they use these systems doesn't magically make them worse in some way. But the real problem is a lot of these otherwise great games are never going to get out of XCOM's shadow if they don't start trying something new, which is ultimately why I decided to make this video. I would just love to see a TRPG that does something that surprises me, like a couple of them have recently, because I think it's an area of my favorite genre that is in some desperate need of innovation. And if there's one thing, especially the indie space, which a lot of TRPGs occupy, is known for its innovation. That's just about all I've got for you guys today, but I did want to kind of put this at the end here that the point of this video is simply that I love TRPGs and CRPGs, and I want to continue to see them grow and innovate, and growth in particular, I think every once in a while requires us to acknowledge that something really isn't progressing, and while putting these types of systems in a game is a relatively safe choice because, again, they do work, they're popular for a reason, people do enjoy them, we also won't ever find anything else that's good if we just leave it where it is forever. So with that kind of thing in mind, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, hope it gave you some food for thought. I'd love to know what you think about this down in the comment section below, so by all means, like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube jazz, but regardless of any of that, truly, just thank you so much for watching.
That was pretty good. That was a pretty good video. Good discussions. Less I can comment on because tactical RPGs are like close to tabletop RPGs, but not exactly what I'm looking for. You know what I mean? There was some really interesting points. I am interested in potentially following this person. I think here's the thing. I think everyone is looking for like innovation in their various spaces, because I'm not gonna say games are plateauing, but like I'm less surprised every year at the stuff I see. Every year I'm slightly less surprised. Slightly less surprised. Is that just age? Is that just age, though? I don't know. Maybe that. Maybe that. How would I think of innovating common tabletop RPGs? Fantastic question. I would answer you if I had my little, Okay. Faith in indies? That's good. That's good. Hold up. I need my tablet. I need my writing tablet. Give me a second. Come on. Okay. 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 Writing tablet. Yeah. It's dark down here. Yeah. I can't reach. My arms are too short. Sucks. Okay. What if I attach this to a stick? If I just... Hold on. Just unplug it. And then just coil back down. No, it's downwards. I can't fit downwards, okay? Just fucking... Okay. Got it, I think. I think I got it. Oh no, the cord! I'm okay. I'm back.
The older you get, the more this saying becomes true, it seems. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun.
That seems poignant, but did you just, is that a meme? You meme me? Is this from Narnia? Did you just Bible me? You just Bibled me? I got Bibled. Blah, 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 blah. It's a good point, though. I feel Bibled, but I understand the thought process. Okay. Oh, I know, is it broken? Hello? Okay, my pen's working. Look at my little Bochi cursor, isn't that so cute? Bible mostly good or bad advice? I don't know, but it has a really high kill count. Can't believe I got Bibled. So when it comes to tabletop RPGs, this is my actual handwriting. God, it's so bad. Hold on. Well, that's bad. That's slightly better. Slightly better. Let's talk about TRPG combat.
The answer to most things is things are the way they are because they are the way they are. Which is just astrology with uglier graphs.
Respect. Much respect. Thank you for that, D-Gens. Astrology with uglier graphs. I like it. The TRPG combat might have a circle. Only a circle. The TRPG combat is a cursive T. It's like this. No, it's like that. It's like that. That's an L. Yeah, it is like that. That wasn't crazy. That's a cursive T. God. How do they even do cursive? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, O, P, Q, no, not that, Q, R, no, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now you know that I can't write, but my cursive sticks with me tonight. I randomly mix like regular writing with cursive regularly, just I don't even know. So if I do R, C, H, Arch. Yeah, I don't like the rules. I don't like the rules of cursive, but I like the free-flowingness of it. So I would just like, so I would write something, I would write fiend kind of like that. I go F-E-N-D, like that. Fiend. Where's that friend? I can't tell. The cursive has rules to like how the letters are shaped. It wants F to, well, it wants T to look like this. Or like this? No. But I'll happily just go like that. I don't know. There's some rules. This is R. This is R. That's stupid. That's a music note. I'll just write regular R. I learned cursive like earlier than a lot of because I used to go to Catholic school. They taught you cursive from like 1st or 2nd grade. Oh, but it's a cursive R. Look at that. That's the cursive R. It's like learning its own fucking script. Might as well just fucking learn the Nokian. Yeah, might as well have learned a Nokian, dog. R. But I mostly just take cursive now and just like fucking do whatever I want with it. Alright. Bussy. That is a cursive bussy. That is cursive bussy. That's not tabletop RPGs, but just saying that's cursive. Yeah, I dug out the pad. So tabletop RPG combat primarily has an issue because it's stuck. It's been stuck in years of simply just a move and action. And depending how crunchy the game is, there's often also bonus action. But once you talk about things like bonus or swift actions or quick actions, then you start dealing with things like reactions or like reactions. What's up? How you doing? Move, action, bow, swift, quick. This is the standard. See, the most we've ever diverged from this. There's been 2 other ways that we've diverged from this. 1, we have the action point system. We have AP systems. We also have fixed AP, but a subsidiary of this is fixed AP. Fixed AP, this is where Pathfinder 2 is. Sorry, Maverick. Yeah, no, I have something that everyone in chat likes to call derails. But, I diverge the topic quite a bit, but I try sticking it to the right topic. Just like I like sticking it to bussies. Same thing. What's up? This is Pathfinder. This is Pathfinder 2, not PFS. What am I doing? The cursive 2. This 2's garbage. There, PF2 is fine. Okay, so in AP systems over here, this is where we have. There's a lot of indie games that do AP systems. This is indie bullshit. Because why? It's really fucking easy. Real easy to break. There's cursive numbers. There's cursive numbers, dog. There's cursive numbers. There's cursive numbers. Trust me, please. So here over, you know what, I'm just gonna fucking, you know what, fuck it, we're going to club room. Club room time. Hi, welcome to the club room. We got fun and games. Is this the whole? I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. There you go. Welcome to the club room. Let's call this. Fuck, I'm not doing it right. No. There, 17. Cursive 7. Okay. So this is where we get a lot of standard ones. When I say standard, I mean these are your commercial games. These are often made by the big companies, too scared to fuck around. This is Dungeons & Dragons. This is your Avatar tabletop RPG. They'll play in they play in Apocalypse World, but it's not really okay. I was talking about this with Sir Noble the other day, like the other month, but the Avatar tabletop RPG is barely it's barely Apocalypse Worlds. Like the Apocalypse engine, it's not even that. It uses the same framework, but it has all of its own bullshit rules and how it's handling things, and it's not trading skills like the moves they actually are. Dumb as shit. That Apocalypse Worlds. More like Fresca of the Apocalypse Worlds. That means you still getting a flavor. It's like a completely different drink. Really long too, and it's not very good. AP system, this is where your indie bullshit comes in. And fixed AP is something I've seen in Pathfinder 2, and there's some other games, but they're obscure and they haven't been done well. But also, rather than just Pathfinder 2, there were some playtest rules of Pathfinder 1 that were using this. So Pathfinder 1 is constantly trying to like actually push what tabletop RPGs can be, and the fact it took what, more than a decade to get from tabletop RPG combat and AP systems to fixed AP is sad as shit. This is sad. This is like, come on. It took us more than a decade to get to fixed AP. Does everyone know what I mean by AP and fixed AP? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Stone Age levels of progress, yeah. They're also removing all the spell schools for something else, which ruins my character. Fuck. So AP is like action points. You have like, this is where it's closer to tactical RPGs. Tactical. So these ones, this is fluctuating. There will be things being like, oh, you lose AP this turn. You will be floating anywhere from like 0 to like maybe like 7, which is fucking insane to me. This is insane to me. I have seen systems float from 0 actions to 7 actions, and the game gets really broken really fast. Pathfinder's fixed AP system, leaving everything at only 3 and that never changes, is a good idea. Even Savage Worlds fucking fluctuates from like, even Savage Worlds fluctuates from like 1 to 4, 1 to 3 actions. This is Savage Worlds. Bam. Want the truth surreal? When I'm playing tabletop RPGs, I'm playing Master Duel. When I'm playing Master Duel, I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Not Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm watching YouTube. YouTubio. I can force them and everything reaction to the first action. I do like that one, yes. That's popcorn, kind of. It's kind of popcorn. So the idea of like Fabula Ultima has the same kind of like system. So at first it's like it's players or monsters, and then moves over to the enemy, and then moves back to a player, and moves back to the enemy. There's that one, but there's also regular popcorn where you could be like, okay, player, then you want to do it to a player, then another player, you give it to the other player, give the other player their action hard and quick, give it another to a player. But now you have to deal with the fact that you're now forced to give it to the enemy, and now the enemy is an enemy and an enemy and an enemy and an enemy and an enemy. There's that. But at the end of the day, this is initiative and turn stuff, which isn't exactly this, because let me zoom out a bit. All this is what's happening in a single turn of this. So there's 2 elements to add to this. There's both action economy and initiative. It's garbage. Initiative. That's two elements you always have to think about. They are separate and one belongs in the other. But you can't have this game without both. I had to pull the whiteboard out from a bunch of dust too. Parabytologist and Blade uses fuck. It's been a while since I played Blades in the Dark. It's actually been a hot minute. Give me a second, let me pull out a book. Does anything say here about action economy or like initiative? Let's see. Nope. Turn order? Looks up turn order, finds trust issues and trauma. Thanks Blaze in the Dark. Oh hey! Oh shoot! You saw my panel last year at Anime Revo. How do you remember me? Crazy. Hi, welcome. I'm planning on doing shit. I need to submit 2 more panels for Anime Revo this year. Welcome. I believe in Anime Revolution this year, I'm going to be trying to submit 2 panels. One is, why should you panel? And, you know, and my journey through paneling. And secondly, I want to talk... Oh fuck, I wrote it down somewhere. Where is it? No Nat 20s, where it's about like, hi, here are games that are not D20 systems. Blades in Dark, action roll, blah 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 blah. Does anyone have on the top of their head how Blades in Dark does like turns? Hey, Final Fantasy 14. What tabletop RPG are you planning on doing? Where are the action economy? Come on, buddy. There's not really any action economy in this game. I don't think so. Morkborg, good choice. Hey, if you find me Anime Revo, I have a Morkborg thing if you want it. I'll carry it around. I'll give it to you for free. I'm not much of a Morkborg player because it's a little too OSR-y for me, and OSR is like... A person at camp had a really good point about OSR. Hold up. Completely separate to the rest of this conversation. OSR is really interesting, primarily because it's less about trying to replicate D&D, but it's more about what is a creator keeping? Or is it keeping the rule systems? Is it keeping inventory stuff? Is it keeping skills, action, classes? That's the complicated thing about this, which I fucking love. It's about what is it trying to keep? What is the feeling it's trying to keep? And this gives you a mind, it gives you like a zoom in look at what the designer is thinking. OSR is letting you play therapist to another person. It's funny as shit. So OSR tends to be very light, sometimes to its detriment, sometimes to its like benefit, but it's more so to me an exercise in trying to understand who the designer is as a person. OSR, number of things. Old school. There's Renaissance. Revival. Revolution. I heard someone say revolt. A lot of things. Revengeance? No. Renaissance. There's a mix of what people think it is. Old school rules could also be a thing. I've never heard it be called rules, but yeah, that's what OSR means. Revolution, Renaissance. Typically, it's old school Renaissance. Revengeance. Old D&D Revengeance. That's OSR. That's not related to what I'm talking about right now. But I think Blazing Dark uses like kind of popcorny kind of thing. Again, there's two types of popcorn initiatives, this one and this one. These are separate. I want to maybe put a little square in them. Different. And this is different. This is Fabio Ultima here. This one is something else. Old school RuneScape? Oh my god. Yeah, back on action economy and initiative. Initiative is a great topic, but there's so little I could talk about it because that doesn't really help the action economy situation much. It does a little bit, but not really. Back here. I can't think of any other action economy system because here's the thing, when it comes to action economy, you have to always consider balance. Economy. Okay, now that we talked cursive, now I'm overthinking about my writing. When it comes to action economy, you always have to consider balance, and that is the biggest issue with this. Why? Because no matter what you fucking do, even if somebody is saying, oh, I'm just doing it for the story, I'm doing it for the roleplay, you will always have the munch. You'll always have the munchkin. That's... And it doesn't seem, because even if they're not trying to make themselves overpowered, the number one answer in the action economy is just find ways to get more actions. Which makes things such as having flux EI, so this makes flux AP bad. This in general makes action point systems bad. Because there's always going to be this classification of player that will ruin action economy. Because, well, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to do my 2 actions. Great. I maximize it so I always have 7 actions. I have not taken a closer look at Open Legend, sorry. There's always going to be one person, or even if it's not that much, oh, I'm not trying to be overpowered. Compared to everyone's 2 actions, I just have 4 or 5. No big deal. But it is a big deal. Because especially when it comes to these sort of things, and I'm assuming we're talking about like fantasy, because fantasy is a thing that a lot of us do. In these kind of situations, healing is bad for action economy. It is bad, period. So when you are a player healing, you are maybe at most kind of negating it for the villain. If the villain heals, it negates everyone's. It's just healing is bad action economy. There will be no cleric that is not bad unless they like go into 4 or 5 action if that's possible. That's just how it is. Healing is always bad action economy. As long as we have healing and as long as we have munchkins, action economy for fantasy RPGs is always going to be bad. Period. So, problems in action economy. Not to my immediate knowledge, Sir Noble. Not to my immediate knowledge. To any degree. Any amount of optimization. Optimization ruins balance. Healing ruins balance as well. Healing. So, in this sort of scenario, so I guess bad initiative can be also a thing. These are the 3 main problems with action economy. Bad initiative systems, healing, and any amount of optimization. Because any amount of optimization makes this AP system completely worthless. Completely worthless. Meaning, we have 2 options. We have classic TRPG combat, and we have fixed AP. So you only have 2 options. Classic. Fixed AP. That'd be okay for action used to prevent and enable actions of another player. Yeah, you raise it down to ally. Yeah, but you're sacrificing yours to give someone else more actions. It is just like, it's AP negative. Or maybe neutral. It might be kind of neutral, but you're still using an action to give someone back an action because you were at a loss of actions for your team. You had 4 actions per team, now you're down to 3. Now you have to use yours, going to 2 to get back 1 next turn. Healing is always AP negative. And it doesn't progress the game state either. It fixes the game state, it does not progress it. This is gonna keep happening. Classic is gonna keep happening. Because it's easy. And fixed AP is a good, interesting development. Fixed AP, PF2. I'm trying to think what else has a fixed AP and I can't. Does anyone else have an idea what else is fixed AP? I can't think of anything else. I think as PF2 gets more popular, more games will follow it. I do believe fixed AP is like the future of development. But I can't think of another way that we could use action economy, because any amount that fits in between here is automatically bad because of these 3 reasons. This is a no zone. This is a peak no zone. I have like all or nothing here. Fixed AP means you have a set number of actions and you cannot increase it, and there are very little things that happen that decreases it. So you will always have the option of 3 actions in this case. Even classic games, which typically only have 2 actions, which are just like, you know, move and act. These are always simple. Because there's like a separate thing. But also at the same time, when it starts treading into this one, into these muddy waters, is where you get bonus actions, reactions. How do I do that? Like you can act whenever you want. So let's say, I guess that is a way of developing this. It's okay. So think of it like this. Okay, here you go. So let's say this is the initiative order. This is turn 1. I like the idea that let's say a person has 3 AP. And they can interject whenever they want. Be like, oh, I want to take my turn now. I want to do my turn now. I want to spend 1 here, and then 1 there, and then 1 there, and then 1 there. This turn will take forever, but it's really interesting. This will take forever, but it's interesting. Actually, Garmer did not have fixed AP. It had flux AP. The PCs had a certain number of AP. However, the more actions that the players did, the more the GM gained AP. So, Garmer had fixed player AP. I was thinking about that in my design, but flux GM AP. Because this allowed the GM to react more to player bullshit. It's not close enough. It's very fucking different. If they both had fixed AP, they'd be playing on the same playing field, which isn't good. All the GM needs to do is add more enemies. So, in a classic, okay, let's look at the classic fixed player, fixed GM. I'm gonna call this FP, fixed player, and fixed GM. In this classic scenario here, the best way for GMs to get more action economy is to just add monsters. Add monsters with fixed AP. Oh no! Fixed AP! Fixed AP is a very bad acronym! Oh no! What else do I call it? Oh no! Oh no! What else do I call it? No! Please don't call it FAP! I don't know what to call it. But fixed action pool is still FAP. The FAP. The SAC. The standardized action count. SAC. That's better than FAP. Fuck. I don't know what else to call it. I don't know. Shit. Do I call it FAP or SAC? I don't want none. That's not bad. Yeah, let's call it static action points. Let's call it static. This is SAP. Let's call it that. This is better. SP and SGM. Fuck you guys and your fapping. Fix the usable chances of killing. The fuck? Don't worry. How about this? We'll call it SAP, but the flux will still say FAP. Happy? Happy. Anyways. You guys and your fapping. Okay, so when it comes to static AP, so this is limited by the number of players. Limited by players. Okay, so if you have 4 players, you'll always have like 8 actions. However, the GM can have anywhere from 2 to infinity just by adding more people. They can have 2 to infinity. It's insane. You just need to keep adding more and more units to just have as many actions as possible. Fap combat? Man. Okay. So... I am undone mentally. You guys have undone me. Okay, so when you're dealing with this, with fixed AP, the GM has the power to do whatever the fuck they want by keep adding monsters. One of the hardest encounters, even though it's easy for players, and the longest encounter you'll do is a zombie attack. You have 14 zombies. If you have 14 zombies, each with 2 actions, that's 28 actions. So, when I did mine, with fixed action point, flux action points. When you have this, the GM they have 1 action per turn, but the more the players do, the more the players act, they keep getting +1. So this one is still limited by players. Limited players. However, the more actions they take, the more they take aggressive actions, the more AP the GM gets. This style right here encourages reacts to players. So what this system created was something where the players wanted to take less actions. Less actions. They want to take less actions and have it highly effective. Which in turn created combos. Players in Garmer, when I was developing it, encouraged teamwork. Don't listen to them, illiterate user. These guys are nuts. I was trying to call something Flux AP and Fixed AP, but I realized the acronym turned out to be FAP. Yes. This kind of thing, fixed player stuff, because it doesn't matter what they do, and they want to... So, in this scenario right here, let's come back here. The black square. This scenario... The best answer, the best move is reduce GM AP. Actually, just reduce the AP always. So, here's the thing. So when we're talking about this, the best move is always to reduce AP. The players have a fixed amount of AP, and this is why GMs use a lot of powers like hold. The most powerful moves in this are things like hold action, stun, not hold action, hold creature, hold monster, stun, leap, Things that force you to lose actions. This is what the GM like to do, but the players, the best answer was to kill the enemies. The more enemies they killed, the more they focused down, the less action they had. This was a pool of AP you could deplete by killing. Meaning teamwork is not incentivized. If anything, teamwork is bad. You want to do the most powerful thing by yourself on your turn to reduce the actions that the opponent can do. Period. The best answer is solo. Best answer is solo. Is solo nukes. Why my system had flux AP was because the less actions the players did that were aggressive, the more that the players could buff each other and then go for one big heavy power. All right. Flux AP encourages teamwork. Well, Flux GM AP. So, Flux GM AP. Can you? People can, but it's not very good. Let's zoom out a little bit on these notes. Holy crap. I did not. Look at that. I think something we do need to consider these, which is very good. Something that I guess we keep forgetting when it comes to action economy is we need to consider roles. From the GM, player, for tabletop RPGs, it's too granular. It's too much. God, keeping it. Do you know how hard it is for an average player to keep track that they have like 5 points of mana or whatever? Do you know how hard it would be to track a bar of 0 to 100 that refills and fixes itself? No. I think the answer, like player wise, or not player wise, designer wise, we need to look at the roles and the action economy. We keep trying to be like, hey, the players are GM, the GMs are just players. The GMs are just like other people at the table. We are the people at the table, but we are not the same. And I think people, we've been moving towards like, oh, we're all doing this together. We are all doing this together, but doesn't mean we need to play the same.
These more general game design streams are some of my favorites. dicequeenDi I will definitely like, comment, and subscribe.
Aw, thank you, Snowball. Are not the same. And I think that's the answer moving forward. I think better game design will see that the players and GMs are treated very differently. Asymmetrical action economy, exactly. Asymmetrical and asymmetrical. Design is the next development. In ttrpg. I think, okay, you know what? I think that is ultimately the crux of this stream, of this thought. Asymmetrical designs and next to the stage in tabletop RPGs. Wow, look at that. That is the answer I have come to. Cool. Yeah, you got here for the answer to a question you didn't know you had yet. I'm glad we got to actually achieve something despite the stream having like no plan to begin with. I had absolutely no possible plan. I'm like, I don't know, vague dice noises. If I rattle my head, do you hear dice? Right, if I did, look. I guess you do. Will I make an article about this? Bosses getting multiple turns. Yes, but that's kind of... that's fixed AP in its own way, isn't it? Or a little bit of flux AP? I don't know. Complicated. I'm not sure if we describe an existing solution to our invented solution. I invented a solution to a problem people have been having. Back to fapping. Want to make an article about this? I could make an article about this. I don't know. The sum don't look a little small. Try fapping your boss monsters and everything gets better. Let me draw cards for you, buddy. Why fapping is superior? Fucking... It's not gonna be a twit longer. Probably a medium article. This was a really good. This is really good to talk about. But like, here's the thing: it's game design, and I don't know if game design is like good enough. Yay, the riddle. You've approached the fiend. The fiend is desire. The fiend is binding and temptation and seduction. Is there something that you want that's just tantalizingly out of your reach? Grab it, lick it, through a straw, consume it. Delve into temptation head first and give your all. Maybe guys, people like my game design talks. You guys like my game design talks with an anime convention like game design talks? Not really. Damn disc. There are already dicequeenDi tabletop RPGs that I haven't finished. Let's talk. First I have an itch. dicequeenDi itch. First I have an itch. With a handful of... Did I get 5 more sales? Nice! There's a handful of things here, not a lot. But also like... Hold on. Yeah, this looks safe. Okay. Not only that, I have like tabletop RPG stuff here. I've got a lot of games I've been kind of like loosely working on. And that's not it. Other games. And lots of notes. Garmer. 20. Fuck, that's not it. That's nothing. VTuber Ultimate, a HoloLive application I had. There's a lot of shit I've been doing. There's tabletop RPGs here. My Steam authentication key. Anyways, there's a lot of shit there. I've got games on there that I haven't finished. I've got like 10 games there. Some games I've released, some games I don't want to release, some games just, you know what I mean? There's just, yeah. I've got a game called Why We Aren't Friends. What is that game even? All my games are free. All my games are free. I don't charge anything for them. Yeah. I don't charge anything for them because, I don't know, dog. I just don't. My curse is cute. This one is mostly just like this one is mostly an engine to build relationships with your characters. I like it. Hey, look! Conflicts. 3-unit conflicts is roll 2-sided dice. A and B are friends on blank C because what the fuck? I wrote this. C is older than A and B by 5 years. A and B are fairly immature. C wants them to think they're cool, but is also irritated by their bad life decisions. A wants to date a college guy, and C thinks it's a bad idea. B thinks it's super cool. What did I write? What are these? A and B are in a monogamous relationship, but A saw B's phone light up with flirty messages. A is confronting B, and B is extremely upset about privacy. Holy shit. Wow. What? B is attracted to A's sibling or parent. A is extremely uncomfortable by this. What's worse, the sibling parents reciprocates? Whoa! What did I write? D of 20... What year? I don't know what year I wrote this. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's not incest. A and B are attempting to build IKEA furniture. B keeps losing small parts and A is running out of patience. Nice. It's all about creating conflicts and dealing with each other. Yeesh. This is a PDF I wrote a long time ago. It's like a little engine to like build your character relationships. Did I get another sale? Whoa. A couple things. This is Love and Right. This is a game I wrote concerning about the like the police riot, the police stuff that I thought was very much bullshit. You know, George Floyd, etc., etc. So I wrote a handful of, hi, you're at a protest and it's about to go really bad. Your drawing is to go deal with your fellow protesters and help the cause. All try to protect each other and as well as avoid arrest. This is a lasers and feelings game. You're using your stats are Love and Riot. Nice. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, this layout was done by Ranu. See that right there? This layout was done by Ranu. So you want to be like, wow, a Ranu thing. This is one thing that they did for me. Brett. Yikes. No, this was a while ago. I want to save this. I always want to save these notes. But I have no idea what any of these notes mean. Give him some love. Ryan is very sweet. Well, if you want, you guys can just rewatch the VOD. I don't think I've made a VOD channel yet, but I could. Yeah, it was specific to that incident. I was feeling really shitty about not being able to help because I used to do protesting and other kinds of things like that. So I felt really bad that I wasn't personally helping with like stuff happening in US. And that game was made to kind of just make me feel better. Yeah. You guys want a VOD channel? Hold on. Hold on. Let's see. Yeah. How do I make this something to... video? I don't know. Let's just submit a test video. Hold on. Not VODs. Well, where's a test video I could do? Let's upload this. I'm testing something out. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hold on. Okay, guys. Happy? It's done. I made a fucking new channel. Enjoy. It's dicequeenDi VODs. Happy? There. The VOD channel. I fucking hate you guys. This will not have membership. You want membership stuff? That's this one. dicequeenDi. Happy? Fine? Happy? Are you guys finally fucking happy? No more complaints? And I don't know.
Listen up, Zeptagrams.
Thank you for a gifted sub to Sasha. I'll think about it later.
I'll be happy when you upload the D&D VODs.
Here, how about this? Upload video. Clicked it. I clicked upload video. VODs to upload. Click. D&D. Who was the first one we did? Leia? 14. I don't remember who was first. Who was first? Who was the park girl? Was that Vicidi? And the tall girl. Took years. You know what? Cancel it. Cancelled. Cancelled upload. Great. Upload VOD. Episode 1. It was not my very first stream. You want to see my very first stream? It was way worse. No, it's not made for kids. Here. It's being uploaded. Happy? Happy? Finally being happy? You guys want to see my very first stream? You could see that on my regular channel. Also, my very, very, very first stream, I think, was this.
Oh, okay.
This was my very first stream.
Like, for these tend to be GMs, detail-oriented detail-focused players tend to be GMs, and the best way to handle that is just give them the narrative power. They're like, oh, so what is the season?
I sound so different. I sounded so young. The fuck does that mean?
Like right now, I'm like, what do you feel it is? What season's running on in your head? It's because they already have a running narrative of how the world looks, meaning they can give you answers if you don't have.
This is not a completely different person. I just sounded different.
Have it.
Also, I had a shit mic.
I love to use this one.
I used to be so cute. Fuck you.
They care about not looking like an idiot. Also very much me sometimes. But you try to have a party with a balance. Do you know why they do that? It's called priming. So when the first thing you
my voice is more stereotyped. Actually, wait, how do I do that? Actually, it's not. Oh no.
See when you enter to an area is something fresh and colorful. Wow. It makes you perceive everything else in that store as fresh and colorful and new and things like that. It makes you. So there was a study a long time ago where
my breathing problems were still there.
2 groups were separated into rooms, and one group was shown just like words like fast, speedy, cheetah, and the other group was shown old, slow, loud. Why are you even here? So if you're here thinking I'm going to teach you how to actually use time magic, I lied. I'm here to teach you some.
Do you hear the rustling notes? This is my first stream ever, period. Okay, you want to see something? Twitch tracker / dicequeenDi. This was not the highest stream I've ever had, period. But if you look at this, that's what this was. That's what this was. Average viewers 99, hour stream 2. That's what this stream was. Then it goes, blah, 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 blah. And I have plateaued since. Compared to this first stream, when I had like a lot of people for Gen Con, I have plateaued ever since. Huzzah!
Basic, mostly applied psychology techniques, but not necessarily. It's more about.
Don't worry about it.
Teaching you how it's. Okay, sorry. It's more about the role and concept behind villainous GMing and using mind tricks and ways to influence your players.
When I used to prep for streams and I was just make dice noises. But anyway, this was my first stream, long time ago. Fuck that, like, nah. Fuck that younger me. She's a little baby. Fuck that, nah. I don't know, is that I don't know. I'd like to at least burn up a little bit. I'd like to be like a pretty bright star for just a little bit, you know? But I've been stably where I'm at, which is kind of wild because I know people like come and go. People do come and go. I know I have a lot of viewers that like stopped watching. I remember them. Yep. 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 Yum, 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 yum. My voice did take a 180. It kind of died. I got a lot of vocal damage at some point, so I'm like, it never fully recovered. What? Oh man. Wait, what webcomic? Evelyn? Which one? Yeah, people change. People change. People develop. I might work with my mic settings, but I don't know, maybe I'll make myself a little nerdier again. I don't know. But for now, thank you guys very much for being here. I think that covers all my tabletop RPG things. I guess we're just now talking. Vibing. People change is normal. Sorry I'm so different now, you guys. I'm sorry about that. Now, like what? My goblin avatar? You think? You think I'd be a pretty good goblin? No, I wouldn't be a good goblin. I think I'm good where I'm at. I am who I am, unapologetically. I'm not trying to cash in on any. Does it look like I'm trying to cash in on a single fucking trend? Do I have big boobs? No. Do I am a goblin? No. Am I particularly horny? Not really. I'm a little pervy. I will be open to talking about stuff, but am I horny? Am I a lewd tuber? Am I now asking you to come over and lick my lack of thighs? Oink, 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 oink. Why'd they oink? Anyways. I'm cashing in on nothing. I'm not even that cute. There's plenty of like anime girls that will. We're gonna be adorable. Or there's people going ara ara, and I can't do that because my voice is like fucked up. But will I could do will all in the same one. Will. Cultured. I'm cultured. That bonk. Don't grab my tail. You think my viewership is increasing? Nah. Always stay humble. Always stay humble. Even if my viewership is like 60 one day, it'll be 30 the next. And that happens. And it's okay to be comfortable with that. I'm not... This is where some VTubers are tested in the 60s and 50s because they're like, do I do a partner push? No. Because you want someone just constantly begging you for subs and money and views? No. That sucks. This is where VTubers are tested. Some VTubers go down from here and be like, okay, I'm back where I should be. Or am I like, oh, this is where a VTuber should be. And push for the 70s and go harder. I don't know. I've been here. I've been there. I've done everything. I've done everything as a VTuber, honestly. And this is where you just need to be comfortable. And I'm comfortable. I like you guys, and I hope you guys like me, and that's all I'm asking. I built a stronger community foundation compared to other places. Basically, a lot of us ain't leaving. Aww, shut up, Sega. Shut up. Shut up, Winder. Shut up, you guys. It's like... I think that's why I don't want to be horny. I don't want to be like a horny VTuber because like I feel like if you're trying to be a LootTuber, your interest only exists while you're quote unquote available to a degree. If someone is like hornier or sexier or does your thing better, they disappear. So I'm just being me as much as me as possible, and hopefully you like that me. And maybe if you like that me, maybe I'll learn to like that me too. I want to like me. I'm VTubing because I want to like myself. I want to make friends and I want to like myself a little bit more. Even if I change, I want to still like myself. And it's just like, yeah. Is that hard? Why is it so fucking hard to like yourself? Thank you guys. But more than liking me, I think you guys should learn to like yourselves too. I invested entirely in community streaming, exactly that, Degens. I do a lot of stuff on Discord. I hang out on Discord. I chat. I invested entirely in community strength versus size. I'm not looking to rapidly increase my size. I want the people that are here to feel appreciated and that I'm grateful for them being here. And I'm gonna sound like a fucking broken faucet every once in a while. I'm just gonna say the same thing over and over again. That I appreciate you, I like you, but like, what else do I say? Do I lie? Tell you I don't like you? That's bullshit. You need to, I want you to be able to like yourself a little bit more. That's all I want. Broken faucet. Shit, I meant a broken record! A broken record! I don't want to sound like a broken record. Where'd the faucet come from? What? Broken record! I don't want to sound like a broken record. What? What? I'm getting all these quotes so wrong. Yeah. We know so much about ourselves that we judge ourselves very heavily. And then part of getting better and being a streamer is I am opening myself up to you guys. And every time I open myself up, I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna hate me. But then sometimes you don't hate me. So those streams that you don't hate me, I'm like, wow, maybe I'm not so bad after all. And that leads to the cycle of just streaming to like myself a little bit more. You know, does that make sense? That makes sense. Thank you. I want you guys to like yourselves more too. Takes time. Another dimension of a G-string in a faucet. No! G-string! Not a G-string! Anyways. Thank you, Sega. I'm not trying to do them. Also, I think if I try to do it, Degens, I think that loses the magic of having like bad quotes. I think it loses the magic if I try to do it on purpose. That's it. Like a broken faucet. Sorry. I like to be cool. Hope you guys are cool too. Let's all vibe together. Let's be friends. And here's the chill part. Blah, blah, blah. Hi. Discord's pretty great. There's cool people on Discord. We watch a lot of anime there. Please consider hanging out on Discord if you're not already there. Just go watch some anime with us. I don't know. We've been watching Shirobako. It's really good. Really sad. Really good. Second, hey, do you like this stream? You want to support this stream? Consider a community gift sub or something to yourself or dono. Consider that. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Patreon. Blah, blah, blah. Support. Blah, blah, blah. YouTube. Now my new VOD channel. Blah, blah, blah. Happy? Cool. You love it here because it's a neat, funny, and that feels like I'm in a cool
Anime roulette explanation to the
geek.
newbies?
Yay! The vibe I want to give off for my stream is ultimately you're hanging out in your friend's basement. You're like... I want you to imagine that you're anywhere between like 16 to like 22 21, you are hanging out in your basement. There's some people nearby kind of smoking weed. The other people are rolling dice. People are reading books and are playing a video game. You're just vibing. It's like a club, but it's not. There's just some geeks being there hanging out on bean bags. Again, someone is smoking weed. Like that 70s show, I guess, but I never really watch that. Kind of like that vibe. I want you to feel like you're hanging out in like your loser friend's like a basement. Every once in a while, your mom's like, pizza rolls! I'm like, oh shit, mom made pizza rolls? Sick! I want you to have that feeling. Nya, 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 nya. Anime or explanation for the newbies. We randomly watch anime. Guys, I need to show you something. Okay. So my Discord, okay? My Discord. Let me show you the rules for my Discord. Okay. Here are my Discord rules. I post it. These are the rules for Discord. It's very simple. 6 rules, 7 rules, kind of. Rule 0 is technically rule 1. But this is, don't be a dick, right? That makes sense for Discord. Don't be a dick. That's just, that's regular Discord. That's my Discord rules. Do you want to know how many rules Anime Roulette has? Hold up. Okay, this is Discord, and this is Anime Roulette. I have... There's technically only 10, 11 the Anime Roulette rules. However, there's lots of sub-rules to the Anime Roulette rules. There are technically only 11 rules. Here's 6 regular rules for the Discord. Be nice. There's just so many Anime Roulette rules. We ought to skip movies, PVs, non-anime, avant-garde, and hentai. Movies are minimum 50 minutes. Non-anime includes silent films and propaganda. A silent film is a film with no synchronized recorded audio or more generally no audible dialogue. Non-anime means animation not made in Asia, meaning Avatar, walkthrough do not count. However, if something anime in Asia is only below nothing, does not look or evoke a distinct Asian trope, then it should be considered non-anime. Non-anime exception. If otherwise, Western anime has a Japanese dub, so Avatar is like watching, and even reboot would be counted if dubbed Japanese. Non-anime also include picture slideshows. To clarify, the dub will also be available on the site hosting the Anime Night. Addendum! A silent film also includes opera, orchestral, fantasia-like music with no sound effects or dialogue. 6.3. Hentai is explicit when fucking happens. No loli shota. It started with 1 or 2 rules, and it just kept going.
D is using the math teacher. Only 3 questions.
Only 3 questions, guys. Anime Roulette is no counter vetoes. I feel counter vetoes should be up here. I am here. And everyone has 1 veto. I should reorganize that this veto cannot be countered. No counter vetoes. You cannot use to veto. Also, the Harambe rule. Case closed, Magikaido, and Sabuki Bisco are banned. My personal taste. Also, case closed is really fucking boring. That was an exception, Rock Fan. That was an exception. Music videos are allowed on this stipulating that music videos are in fact anime. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of rules. Case closed sucks. Fuck you. Case closed is bad. You're just watching kids being bad detectives. That's it. Case closed sucks. I'll say it right here. Case closed is bad and boring. Anyways. Thanks for popping in. Lots of love. Let's call for the stream. Again, check out Discord. For now, and until the future, this Friday, I'll see you when I see you. Bye! 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 Also, if you sub or donate, you get really cool things at the credits. You appear in the credits if you donate or sub.
You call me when you're lonely, but
We are, hold on.
you don't own me. Wanna be my one and only tonight. And I don't know why you do that. Hurt me, put me through that. Got me running back to you every time. And I can't keep my hands to myself. And I don't feel this way about anyone else. You're my weakness, I just lose control. Hate to be alone. How can I say no? You're my weakness, baby, you should know. Tell me how to let you go. Now I think about you when I'm lonely. I don't want to, but I'm so weak. Wanna hold you so closely tonight. And I don't know why I do that when I'm so low, wanting you back.
Good day. Bye, everyone. Bye.